So Donald Trump was on Fox News on Sunday with host Mark Levin, and he said a couple things on there. And this is just showing the breakdown of Donald Trump. One of the things he was talking about getting indicted for the election interference case. And he said, "Well, they indicted me for interfering with the election, which I had the right to do." Now that sounds like an admission to me. Sounds like he admitted he tried to influence the election, that he tried to steal the election. And he says he had the right to do it. Well, that's Donald Trump's excuse for everything. He had the right to pay Stormy Daniels the way he did. He had the right to say what he said about E. Jean Carroll. He's got the right to steal the election. That's his answer. He doesn't know what rights actually are or what they mean or how they work. He just knows that's a word that's going to play good with his base, so he's going to say he had the right to do it. But then beyond that, he was then talking about schools and LGBTQ and things like that. And he said, well, these students go to school and they show back up at home 3 days later after having an operation. And his words, 15 years later, they ask, well, what happened to me? Who did this to me? What? None of that makes any sense. No school is going to keep students for 3 days and perform a surgery without the parents' consent. If that just doesn't happen. No school does that. He's just making stuff up that he thinks is going to be triggering at this point. And beyond that, what school does he think has the money to do that? Our schools are so woefully underfunded, it's ridiculous. Every year at back to school, I hear parents talking and complaining that they have to buy extra school supplies for their students and for their children to share with the entire class because the school doesn't have money to supply any supplies to the students who can't afford them. So, I don't know where he gets this stuff, but he's just making it up. He's trying to play to his base, and it is not going to work with anybody. It's going to alienate even more people. And as I say all the time, let him continue to talk because he's going to keep burying himself in the end.